Stephen Chang, coming to you live from Simha Yoga Lab in Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the full streaming schedule, as well as my payment information for Venmo and for PayPal. My preferred way of payment is through Venmo, and my handle is Simha Yoga Lab, and the 4-digit ID code is 8096 if you're prompted for it. Classes are $10, and if you're having a difficult time right now, $5 is fine. Please note that I am doing streaming on Instagram and on Facebook, and then the videos are uploaded as posts. The same videos are then also uploaded onto my YouTube channel, which is Simha Yoga Lab. If you're not streaming with me on Facebook and Instagram, the better bet is to go to YouTube, because the video and audio is much better on YouTube, and you can also bring it up on your smart TV so that you get altogether a much better practicing experience. So that's my recommendation if you would like to take that. Today's class is basics. If you're having any kind of special conditions or injuries, please note to pull back a little bit and make sure you modify and not to go too far, especially if I'm a little bit out of your range. So basics practice, we're working on really kind of moderate type of poses. We don't go too fast. So if you have any kind of injuries, this might be a pretty good place to start, unless what I'm working on is your injury, right? So if that is the case, make sure you modify, or maybe take another class instead, right? If I'm doing like lower back stuff and it holds you back, it may not be a good time to take a class just for lower back issues, right? So anyway, if you have tight hips or tight lower back, I recommend elevation, sitting up on a block, a blanket, or a towel. That will make the cross-legged position a lot more accessible and comfortable. All right, cross-legged position, palms face up, fingers come together. We'll draw thumb and index fingers touching. Ground evenly through your seat, let the shoulders broaden. And let your inhales even out with your exhales. Three arms together, inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer from the heart, pressing the thumbs into your heart back into the thumbs, lifting the heart up toward the sky, setting your intention for your practice, devoting your practice to someone or something, or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart. Mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call and response. I will call it and repeat the response with you. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrava, Pavitrava, Sawa Vushtan, Gato Piva, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Sabahya, Bihyandraha, Suchihi. Beginning to open the eyes and let the palms face up. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side. Elongate through the left side of the neck. Again, chin toward the right shoulder. Release, back to center, drop the right hand. Left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side. Chin toward the left shoulder. Release, back to center, drop left hand, chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction. Ear to one side, roll it back, opposite side, roll the center. Take a few more rounds in that same direction. Chin back to center and pause. And then taking the opposite direction. And then back to center again. Lift the chin parallel to the floor and neutral spine. Coming off your blocks, extend the legs forward, separating the feet. Hands supporting to either side and turn your toes toward each other. And then roll out. Draw in. Roll out. Draw in. Outer rotation, circling the ankles. Take it back to center, switch them around, inner rotations. And then back to center again. Cross your shins, opposite shin on top. Raise the arms up high, extend, exhale, twist to the right. Inhale back to center, arms up. Exhale, other side. Take it back to center again. Side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Back to center, other side. Back to center again. Legs forward, forward fold. Inhale, take it back up. Swing the legs back behind you. Let's take hands and knees. Hands about shoulders width. Your middle fingers point straight forward. Knees about hips width. Tuck your toes under. Line up the hips with the knees. Let's take some cat-cows. Inhale, take the navel down. Lift the tail, lift the back of the head. This is your cow pose. Exhale, round the spine. Tuck the tail down. Chin toward the chest, dome the middle of the back up toward the sky. This is your cat pose. Inhale, draw the navel down, lift the back of the head, cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the tail, middle of the back up toward the sky, cat pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Back to neutral. Reach your right foot back, tuck the toes under, and then reach through the heel, and then stretching the right calf, right hamstrings. So I'm thinking today we'll work on the legs and the feet and ankles and the calves, right? So everything below the waist. In particular, maybe hamstrings. All right, release that action a little bit and pick up the right foot. Actively reach your right heel back and flexing your foot. And then point the toes. 2 more times. Flex your right foot. Point the toes. Flex and point. Flex again. Stay here flexing. Reach your left arm forward. So it's opposite hand and foot reaching in opposite directions. Keep the gaze looking down to check your balance. All right, and bend your right knee. Reach back with your left hand, grab that foot and kick it back in space. So as you kick back, you're stretching the left arm, left shoulder. And as you lift your right leg, you're getting into your right hip opener, right quad stretch. Release left hand back down. Draw the right knee in toward the nose around the spine. Inhale, kick it back. Draw the right knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick it back. Right knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick it back. Step the right foot over to the right side. So now I'll face you just to show you. Step the right foot over to the right side. And then standing on the left knee. Now, if your knees are sensitive, I recommend taking a blanket or a towel to your left knee. And then standing up. You want the left hip to line up with the left knee, so you have a vertical line through the entire left side. You want to step the right foot down. Now, for those of you with a lot of flexibility in your ankles and your hamstrings, you might be able to point the toes straight out to the right side, flatten the foot, and take the full extension of the leg. Now, if your hamstrings are tight or your ankles is tight, you might not be able to lengthen out the right leg and may not feel comfortable. If that's the case, turn your toes in just a little bit. I would say about 45 degrees in is good. If you need a little bit more, you can go to about 90 degrees. So find the range of motion that is comfortable for you, as well as stabilizing. So you want the foot flat, you want the right leg extended, lining up over the left hip with the left knee. All right, gate pose, Parikasana. Palms face up, arms are parallel. Raise the left arm up and then side bend to the right. Taking the right arm to the right leg, right hand to the right leg for support as you extend the left arm overhead. Now, if you have a little bit more range, you can keep reaching over to the right. Right, so I'm going to turn my toes out a little bit because when I turn my toes into 90 degrees, it doesn't feel so good for my foot. But turning the toes out, especially if I take it further to the side, it might feel better for my ankles. All right, let's take it back up. Turn the right toes again. Step the right foot in, bending the right knee. So get to about a 90-degree angle. So the right knee lines up over the heel. Side stretch. Side angle. Right hand to the floor. Stack your shoulders. Raise your left arm up. So this is a variation on the side angle. Left palm to face down, reach forward at an angle. Now, if your shoulders are tight and you can't get the arm over the ear, you can go off to the side a little bit, right? So you can always test it out, right? By going off to the side and then angling forward. So go to the point where you feel like, okay, this is a good extension, but it's not tight. When it starts to get tight, you're going to end up losing form, right? So if you can't go over the ear nicely and comfortably, you go off to the side. All right, half bind, left arm behind you. Press your hand to your lower back so you can stack your shoulders more actively. Now, within this half bind, if you have more range in your shoulders, you want to go deeper. Let the right shoulder draw down. Thread the right arm underneath, and then catch the other hand behind you. And then lift back up, stack your shoulders, and lean back. And see if you can hold on to the spine. If this is too tight for you, and you end up collapsing in your shoulders, then better to just come back to a half bind. So I'd rather if you stack your shoulders here. All right, stretch and release, take it back up. Now, you're going to release your right heel forward again, but flex your foot this time. Right? And then press your right hand to inside the right leg, left arm overhead, and then again, let's go to the side stretch. So this time, when you're flexing the right foot, you're getting a little bit more work to the back of the right leg. Take it back up. Left hand to the floor. Step the right foot back down again for your stability, and then raise the right arm up and overhead. You have an option of staying here. If you can easily pick up the right foot, pick up the right foot, and bind the right hand to right foot and kick back. Now, binding the right hand to right foot is not easy for you. you can keep the right leg extended and right arm overhead, right? Or you can take the right foot down to the floor. So you have 3 options here. Right, so all this is relative to your level of practice, so pick and choose. All right, let's start to release, come back up. You're going to step the right foot back in, frame your hands around the right leg, rotate the left heel back, and then start to come up into a hamstring stretch into your pyramid. Right, so as you lift the left knee, lengthen out the right leg. Now, for those of you who have really tight hamstrings, right, you can start off with the knee bent and then lengthen out as much as you can. If you have props, like 2 blocks, 2 water bottles, or 2 really sturdy books, you can take those objects as your blocks, right? As an extension of your arms, really. So with your arms lengthened, your torso can lift up a little higher. With your torso lifted up a little higher, you might have a little bit easier of a time to lengthen out the front leg. So lengthen out the right leg for the right hamstring stretch. Right, so you don't need all that prop to lift you up. Then the hands are to the floor, evenly supporting and lengthening out the front leg. Now, to get even better extension, I like to actually lift the upper back. Right, so that my spine is lengthened as well and active. Right, sometimes when I feel like I fold forward, right, if I do it well, then I get a really nice hamstring stretch. If I don't do it very well, I just round my back and I don't get that much out of the pose. I feel like if I lengthen everything in this way, I get a lot more benefit. All right, bend the front knee. Left hand stays on the floor, right arm up to twist. Take the right hand back down, warrior 1. Ground the back heel and rise up. On the inhale, lengthen the front leg. On the exhale, bend the front knee, arms alongside. Inhale, lengthen the front leg and reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Inhale up, keep the arms up. Bend the front knee, warrior 1. So when you take your warrior 1, you want to make sure the right toes point straight forward and the side of the foot is parallel to the side of the mat. Right knee lunging to line up over the heel, vertical line with the shin. Ground into the back heel down at an angle so the back of the left leg can stay extended, arms up. Open it up, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. This time, a regular side angle. You can modify, make it a little bit easier by taking the arm to top of the right leg and lift the left arm up. Right? So you also don't want your ribs to collapse by pressing down like this. You want to actually lift away from your thighs. If you can take the right hand directly to the floor, that is the full expression of your pose. Left palm to face down and reach forward. And then left arm up and behind you for the half bind. Stack your shoulders. And start to release. Take the left arm back up. Inhale, draw all the way back up into your reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor. Right foot stepping back plank. Lower all the way down to the belly. Keep the hands alongside the rib cage. 3 progressive cobras, right? Making your way a little higher with every cobra. On the inhale, lift up, baby cobra. So your belly and your lower ribs stay on the floor as you take the upper back up and back. Exhale, lower arms all the way down, still hovering. Inhale, lift up a little higher. So this time, your belly and your ribs away from the floor. Exhale, lower arms all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher. Full cobra pose, Bhujangasana. So if you can take full extension of your arms, fantastic, take it. If you cannot, keep the elbows bent. Gently release all the way back down, and then child's pose. Take the seat toward the heels, and and fold. All right, take it back up. Hands, knees. Tuck the toes under. Measure things out. Middle fingers point straight forward. Shoulders over your wrists. Hips over your knees. All right, keep the right toes tucked under. Step the left foot back. So your toes are tucked under, and then lean the weight back through that left heel. So you're getting a really nice left calf stretch. Right, and also bringing flexibility and range of motion to your ankles. All right, release that action. Pick up the left foot, reach your left heel back. Leg is about parallel to the floor. Then point the left toes. Flex your left foot. Point the left toes. Flex your left foot. Point. And flex. Stay flexing here. Reach back through your heel. And then reach your right arm forward in opposition. So it's the right hand reaching forward, left heel is reaching back. Then bend your left knee. Reach back with your right hand, grab that foot, kick back, and lift. So as you lift and stretch, you're extending through the right shoulder, right arm. As you lift the left knee, you're going into hip opening and quad stretch. And release your right hand back down. Step the left foot out to the left side. Okay, so I'll show you again. Right? So right knee is down, stepping the left foot out to the side, coming up into the shape of gate pose. So you want this entire right side to line up vertically. You want the left foot flat to the floor. So if you have the range, right, and you can maintain that range of the foot flat, toes pointing out to the side, left leg fully extended, then you can take your gate pose in this position. Otherwise, you can turn the toes in. You can turn the toes in just a little bit at an angle, or you can turn the toes in all the way so that you're roughly 90 degrees. Right? So just take the range of motion that is comfortable for your ankles. Okay? So lining up, gate pose, Padikasana. Arms are parallel, palms face up. Right arm straight up, take the left hand to the left leg, and then as you slide the left hand down alongside the left leg, side bend to the left side. So this is a right side stretch. Take it back up. Bend your left knee, step the foot down. So line up the left knee over left heel, so it's roughly 90 degrees. Okay? Left hand to the inside the left foot. Right arm up. So this is a modified version of a side angle. Right? So you want to press your left arm to the inner left leg, creating that resistance so that you can stack your shoulders. Right palm to face down and reach forward. Right, so again, if the arm over the ear is very difficult for your shoulder, you can always go sideways and then test out your range of motion. Reach as far overhead as possible. If it's only 45 degrees and that's what you're working with today, that's fine. If you have the full extension of the over the ear, take that. All right, half bind, right arm up and behind you. Use the resistance of the right top of the hand to the lower back so they can stack the shoulders and lean back. Alright, so notice how if the arm over the ear is difficult and you start to collapse this way, the way to remedy that is to take the hand behind you, use that resistance so that you can rotate the front of that shoulder up and back. Right? So if you're taking the full bind, dip the left shoulder further down, wrap the left arm underneath to catch the other hand. Then you need to re-lift, lean back, and stack your shoulders. Right, so the same technique can be done in a regular side angle with a half bind or a full bind. All right, start to release. Come back up. Extend the left leg forward and flex your foot this time. Alright, so when you flex your foot, you're extending the back of the left leg. Alright, so same setup here, vertical line. Left hand to left leg, right arm overhead, and then side bend. Alright, so this time you're getting a much more sensational, right? You can really feel the sensation of the back of the left leg. Take it back up, right hand to the floor, and then step the left foot back down. Reach your left arm straight up, and then overhead. Left side stretch. Again, you can go off to the side if you need. Half bind, left arm up and behind you. Right? Actually, we didn't take the half bind. Sorry, we stay here. Or, if you want, you can pick up the left foot. You can stay here, this is all you can manage, right? Or, bind the left hand to left foot and kick back. So you have all those options. Right? So binding, extending opposite directions, or keeping the left foot flat. Alright? Let's start to break, step it back down, rise back up, roll the left toes forward. Alright? Frame your left foot with your hands, rotate your right heel back, and then coming into your left hamstring stretch in your pyramid. So again, if you're using the blocks, use your blocks. Also note this, if you're too wide, right? And it's a total struggle for you to stabilize here. Right? If you're too wide and you're going toward a split and you can't handle that, right? You want to walk it in a little bit, right? When you walk it in, you're much more stable. Right? And then add it on top of that if you need blocks. Right? So all these things help you to create a much more aligned and much more stable position in your hamstring stretch here, in the forward fold. And then once you have that, right? Again, I prefer, especially for this time, to lengthen the spine and lift the upper back. Gaze is still to the floor, crown of the head reaching forward, right? So you're not looking forward, which then crunches the back of the neck. You're looking down and the crown of the head forward. Two more breaths. Alright, so this is your pyramid pose. Alright, bend the front knee, right hand stays down, left arm up to twist. Left hand back down, warrior one. So ground the back heel down. Rise up. So the inside of the foot is parallel to the side of the mat, toes pointing forward. Left knee over left heel, arms up high, palms facing each other. Inhale, lengthen, reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, take it down. Inhale up, keep the arms up. Bend the front knee, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left arm up and back. Exhale, side angle. Take the left hand to the inside of the foot. Right? And then the right arm up to the sky. If you're modifying, use your left arm to top left leg and try not to collapse in the ribs, but instead press your arm down and lift the ribs away from the thighs. Right palm to face down and reach forward, extended side angle. Alright, so again, if the right arm over the right ear is difficult, you can take the arm at an angle off to the side. Half bind, right arm up and behind you, stack the shoulders. So this is what I mentioned before when we took the variation on the side angle with the knee down. You can take a full bind here, right? Which is a lot tougher because your back foot is on the floor and the knee is off the floor, right? So this is a much tighter position for you to take the bind. It's a much tougher reach. All right, start to release. Raise your right arm back up. Come up. Reverse warrior. Exhale. Hands to the floor. Left foot stepping back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale. Lower all the way down to the belly. This time, let's take the Sphinx pose. Hands forward. Forearms down. Line up your shoulders with the elbows, so you end up with a 90-degree angle here, and you can grab opposite elbows to measure out for your shoulders width. Then once you have all that measured out, belly and ribs are pressing down to the floor, which flattens your lower back a little bit, and then with your belly and the ribs touching down, resist with your forearms down to lift your chest. So you're going into a mid-back bend. By pressing your belly and your lower ribs down, but lifting the upper back. And then let's take that in the opposite, which is press your forearms down, lift the ribs and the belly away from the floor, and round the upper back. You might even draw the chin toward the chest. Start to release, lower all the way down. Walk your hands back alongside the ribcage, child's pose. Start to release, come back, down dog. Start to walk your feet forward toward your hands. You can keep your feet slightly separated. Now to come out of the forward fold, safely, right? You want to bend at the knees, let the seat drop a little bit. Lift the head and the upper back, so you're coming through a straighter spine. Shift the weight back toward your heels, and slowly rise up. Okay? So, you're going to set this up first. For those of you with blocks or with blankets, right? You're going to take a block or your blanket in front of you to the front of the mat. So you can be like this, or you could be like this. Let's see. If you have a blanket, I want you to try to find out something a little bit thicker, okay? That is stable, okay? So, I think I'll just do this, right? So that I can give you the visuals of what I'm looking for. But really, what I'm looking for is a block or blanket to the front of the mat, okay? So this is for visuals, right? So you're toward the front of the mat. Alright, so feet together, knees together. You're going to step on the left foot, point the right toes back, take the top of the foot, the toenail side of the foot, in a pointed toe position. Press the top of the foot to the floor. So as you lean forward, you're getting the stretch through the front of the right leg. So starting from your toes, the toenail side of the foot, through the top of the foot, ankle, your shins, the quads into the right hip. Lean the hips forward, lift the heart center up, and reach your arms up. So now, if your arms overhead, over the ears are tight, you can go wider. Okay? Otherwise, arms up and over the right ear. Come back up to vertical. Lift the foot, tuck the toes under. So you're on the toenail side of the foot. You want to stay on the tiptoe position. So lift the heel away from the floor. But lean the hips forward so you're flexing your toes strongly. Right? So rather than reaching heels down, right, you're lifting the heel up and stretching into your toe joints. And lengthen upwards. Release the arms out, pick up the right foot, step the right foot forward, and you're going to take the ball of the foot to your blanket, right? If you have a little bit more range, step even closer, okay? So So I want you to work on flexing the foot. Right? And pressing it down. Alright, so arms alongside, active. Now, whatever, if you have the blocks, this is what your blocks look like. Now, for those of you with more range, and you feel like this is not doing much for you, I want you to think about straight spine, leaning forward. And as you lean forward, you're going to feel for the back of the right leg, particularly into your calf. Right, so if you were on your blanket, it will look like that. Alright, then you're going to lift back up to vertical. Lift onto your left tiptoes, lift the left heel, and press into your right foot. And keep leaning forward. Alright, so if you're on your block, this is what it would look like. And start to release back down. Walk your feet back in. Walk it out side to side. Alright? Take the feet together and the knees together. This time I'll face you. Alright? You can reach your arms out to counterbalance. Shift to your tiptoes. Lower the heels. Shift to your tiptoes. Lower the heels. Shift to your tiptoes. Lower the heels. Two more. Shift to your tiptoes, lower the heels. Shift to your tiptoes, lower the heels, and walk it out. So the purpose of that is just to get your body back into a left and right symmetry. Because of the asymmetry in which you were taking that stretch before, your left and your right side might feel a little bit out of whack, right? So this time, I will have to take it this way. Okay, just to show you. Alright, so feet together, knees together. Stepping on the right foot this time. Pick up the left foot. Toenail side of the foot. So you're on your left toes, left toenails. Then press the toenails to the floor. Lean the hips forward. So you're getting that stretch through the top of the left foot, ankles, shins, thighs, hips. Then lift the sternum, your heart center, upwards. Gently looking up, lean the upper torso back. If your shoulders are tight, arms out in a wider position. If your shoulders are pretty good, extend the arms up and overhead. Alright, take the torso back to vertical. You're going to roll over your toes. But you're going to stay on your tiptoes and lift the left heel. And reach your fingertips. Then, start to release. Pick up the left foot. You know what? I think I did still have it in the right position so you can see. Alright? You're going to step the left foot to the block from the toe mounts and lean and press into the block. Or if you're taking the blanket, right? Stepping into the blanket. Now, if you have a little bit more range, right, and you want to go deeper, you can always step in closer, right? And arms out to either side. You may stay here, right? This is good enough. Or you're going to intensify that. Straight spine, right? Straight hips. And just lean it forward. And that should be a lot more intense onto your calves. Right? So all of this is relative to your flexibility. But you should feel, as you lean forward, the intensity to the back of the left calf. And start to release, come out, step the left foot down. So again, up and down on the tiptoes. Right? Arms out to either side for counterbalancing. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. Release. Alright, so coming back to either your blankets, right? And have it wide enough so that you can step on the blankets and then reach through the heels down evenly. Right? If you can, stay hovering a little bit. The reason why I want you to stay hovering is because I want you to keep reaching down. Once your heels touch down, you're not going any further, right? So I want you to just keep reaching. Now, if you have blocks instead, just be very careful on your blocks. Right? If you have only one block, your feet are together. If you have two blocks, maybe you can separate your feet a little bit. So you want to walk back just enough so that you can reach your heels downwards. Right, so all this is to strengthen your feet and get more extension through the calves and the back of the legs toward the heels, right? Oh, I'm losing my balance. Right, so you're trying to get the extension of the back of the legs, but also the strengthening of your feet. Right? So for those of you who experience plantar fasciitis every so often, right? This is a really great way for you to strengthen the arch of the foot so that you can relieve some of that pain, right? So you can do this obviously on stairs, right? If you have stairs, you can hold on to the stairs and that will give you more stability to really reach your heels downwards. Alright, let's start to release. Step it out and walk it out side to side. Alright? Step in on the left foot again. Flex your right foot. This time you're going to be freely in space and really pull the toes up and back. And press your right heel down as you pull the toes up and back. Release, switch sides. Okay, so press the heel down, pull the toes back. And release. Feet together, knees together. Start to bend the knees. Keep the spine relatively straight. Stick the arms forward. Go as far down as you can. Whatever that is for you. And you're going to hold it wherever your maximum is. Five. 4. So you can be as low as me, or you can be higher like this, right? 3, 2, 1. And lower all the way down to the floor. Extend the legs forward. Keep the left leg extended. Flex your left foot. Pull the toes back. So the back of the left leg is strongly pressing down to the floor. Okay? Yeah. Excuse me. Now, for those of you who tend to feel like you're hyperextending into the knee and that you are locking into the knee, right? Then I recommend for you to take a blanket underneath. So that you can actively press down, but you're working the legs, but you don't go into hyperextension. I don't want you to take hyperextension. So using this as a technique to keep the knees bent. Right? You can take a very narrow towel as well. Right? Okay, so wherever you are here, bend your right knee and grab the foot. If you need to keep the right knee bent, stay here. If you can fully extend the leg, fantastic, take it there. Or you can grab the calves and flex your right foot and take it here. Whatever you choose to do with the binding of the hand to the leg, then if you tend to ground your spine like this, right? I want you to lift the chest and lean the head back just enough so that you come back to a straight line. So if you consider, right, the torso is slightly leaning back. If that's the case, you should not be looking straight up because then you're crunching the back of the neck. You should not be looking down because now you're overstretching your back of the neck. So in fact, if you had your cervical spine behind the neck neutral, you should be looking up about 30 to 45 degrees, right? So I like 30 to 45 degrees a lot because it really does work with so much of the angles that we take. Right? So hopefully I am pretty neutral here. I'm working on this lengthening of the right leg out in this suspended position and the groundedness of the left leg down. Right? So your left foot is flexed and engaged as well, right? So the left leg is strong here. All right, let's take a twist. You can lean forward just a little bit. Take the left hand to the outside of the right foot. Now keep the gaze looking forward. I want you to keep track of what this right leg is doing. If you're bending the right knee, that's what it looks like. Right? So keep the right heel lined up with the hip. Do not let the knee travel side to side. Then keep the gaze looking forward, right arm reaching back. The twist can happen without you looking, right? Because this movement is irrelevant. More important is the alignment of the right leg. Now, once you get to your deepest twist and you're feeling pretty stable, then you can look back behind you. Square it back to center, bend your right knee. Take the sole of the right foot to the inner left leg. Left hand to the floor, right arm is up and fold forward. Grabbing the inside of the left foot with the right hand, re-lengthen your spine and fold. Now for those of you where the right knee does not nearly touch down toward the floor and it's difficult for your hip to take this rotation, then you have the option of inserting your blanket, right? Or your block. By wedging it in, it's helping you to support the leg, but you can still actively push down, right? And that way, this leg is also doing something, right? So what you're ideally looking for is the outside of the right leg to press down to the floor as you fold forward. Right? If you cannot do this with the leg unsupported, then take a wedge of either a block or your blanket to the outside of the right leg. Inhale, take it back up, twist to the right. Square back to center, legs forward. Right, so you want the right foot to be flexed, right back of the leg to be pressing down to the floor. So again, if you tend to hyperextend, then take a rolled up blanket or a very small rolled up towel to the back of the right knee, and that will keep you micro bending so that you're not hyperextending. Okay, so whatever that is, bend your left knee, grab the foot. You can keep the left knee bent and the shin parallel to the floor, or you can fully extend the leg. You can also grab the calves. Right? So back of the right leg, flat to the floor, toes pulled back, flexing the foot. Same thing with the left leg. Now you tend to round, again, I want you to think about lifting the chest. So you come back to a straighter spine, and then lean the head back just enough so that you are in line with your spine, the rest of the spine. And chances are your gaze is looking upwards at about 45 degrees. Now notice the alignment of the proportion right now, right? The right leg is extended forward, lined up with the right hip. So is your left leg. Left foot is lined up with the left hip, so you're shooting straight forward. So we're going to try to maintain that proportion in the twist. Right hand to grab the outside of the left foot, or the left knee bent to the outside of the left foot, right? So either is fine. Now keep track of that left foot lined up with the hip. Try not to let that leg steer, right, as you twist. Straight forward. Keep the gaze looking forward, left arm reaching back into the twist, right? So the twist can happen without you even looking, right? More important is the alignment of that front leg. Once you have your deepest twist and you're feeling pretty stable, then you can look back behind you. Square back to center, bend your left knee. Janu Shirshasana. Sole of the left foot to the inner right leg. So again, if that left leg cannot go toward the floor much, right? You need to insert something underneath to help wedge you up so that you can press the leg down to activate that leg and take the wedge. Alright, right hand to the floor, left arm is up. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Keep that lengthiness, keep the spine neutral as you lean forward, hinging at the hips. Grab the inside of the foot. Re-lengthen your spine, and then go deeper. Start to take it back up, keep the legs as they are. Counter twist to the left. Take it back to center. Extend both legs forward. Dandasana, staff pose. Hands onto either side of your hips. Press your hands down, sit up tall, broaden your shoulders, looking forward. Feet are slightly separated, flex your feet. Pull the toes back. Right, so you think about grounding the back of the legs to the floor, ground the seat to the floor, and lengthen through the spine, broadening your shoulders. So even though it looks pretty simple, this is a very active pose. And start to release. With your hands to either side, slide the hands out so you can lower your back to the floor. Once you're all the way down, keep the left arm extended, draw the left knee in, recline twisting. Right hand to outer left leg and twist. So keep the left arm, left shoulder blades flat to the floor as you rotate to the right. So you're rolling to the outer right leg, outer right hip for your spiral twist. Take it back to center, switch legs, switch arms, twist to the other direction. So again, right arm, right shoulder blades are flat to the floor as you roll to the outer left hip, outer left leg for the spinal twist. Take it back to center again. Hugging both knees in. Then step the feet to the floor. Slide the legs forward. Let the feet separate, toes are turned out. Arms alongside the body, palms face up. Let the shoulders release, let the head release, let the neck release. Shavasana, final relaxation. Let it all go. Begin to take the breath back in. And start to move the fingers and the toes. Reach the arms overhead, stretching opposite directions. And then rolling over to the right side and come up to a comfortable cross-leg position. Reconnecting to an even seat, lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep. And let the neck be free. Inhale for all. Hands together in prayer. Bowing forward, sealing the practice. Inhale, come up. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here this morning and sharing your practice with me. I appreciate your time. Please visit my website at simhayoga.com for the full streaming schedule, as well as my payment information for Venmo and for PayPal. My preferred way of payment is through Venmo, and my handle is Simha Yoga Lab, and the 4-digit ID code is 8096 if you're prompted for it. Classes are $10. If you're having a difficult time, $5 is fine. Please do the best you can. I'm streaming on Facebook and on Instagram, and then the videos are posted. And then I'm also uploading those same videos onto my YouTube channel, which is Simha Yoga Lab. If you're not actually streaming with me and you're taking classes anytime throughout the day, you might actually want to go to YouTube instead, because the audio and video is much better on YouTube. As well as you can pull it up on your smart TV, so you just end up with a much better viewing experience. So that's where I would encourage you to go to if you're not streaming with me. Okay, thank you for your time again. Be well, take care. I will see you soon.